here's a nifty little knife that I think you guys might actually like. Stick around. And we're back! Okay, welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that thinks The Burbs is a better horror comedy than Shaun of the Dead. Fight me. Today, we're going to talk about this knife sent in to me by CJRB, and this company is affiliated with Artisan Cutlery, which I'm a fan of. I like their stuff because it's not terribly expensive, and they're always coming out with new designs. They caught my eye with the Pyrite. I think it's called the Pyrite. So CJRB/Artisan Cutlery. If you want to go ahead and send me a Pyrite, I'll make a video on that one too, because it's on my list. So here's the Knife itself. This is known as the Bolt, and it comes with a cleaning cloth and a really nice little padded pouch. Not bad. So here we are. And this is a little skexual piece, I would say. I really love this like blue-gray coloration. Kind of a sucker for that. Now this knife comes in a variety of flavors. I saw OD green and satin blade. I saw black G10 with black blade. That one actually probably looks the coolest. I like this one. That little pop of orange on the thumb studs really makes me happy. I think it's just a sharp look. Now you notice something sticking out on this side here, and that's not a flipper. Although you can open the knife by swinging it out while depressing that, but it's actually a release. So you have this little axis lock area here, which you can pinch down and release the knife, or this, which you can pull back, and it's connected, as you can see. I kind of prefer this. Okay, here's the blade itself. Very good action, almost like a Bowie style, mostly a flat grind with a clip point, and this is not a choil, but it is something of a sharpening choil, I guess. Let's take a look at this knife. Pass-through construction. One thing I'd like to see here is the standoffs in this orange. I think that's a missed opportunity. That would have been real sharp, but it doesn't look bad. We got stainless standoffs in there. The clip is deep carry with inset screws, as you can see here. Nicely done. The knife has a pleasant feel to it. It is a thinner stock knife. Fairly precise. You can put a finger here. I don't recommend it, but you can. I fit all my fingers on the handle with my medium-large mitts. And again, this depresses the blade, and it's drop shutty. As you guys drink this knife in, let's talk about the specs on this some grum. This is the CJRB Bolt, model J1960AR RPM 9, whatever that means. All that. Memorize it. The blade length is 3.25 inches. Arrived very sharp. The grinds aren't perfectly symmetrical, but they're not bad. Now, at this price point, this knife isn't bad at all. I mean, this is $50 as of right now on their site. That's a steal. This is a cool little knife. So the blade steel is AR RPM 9, so that's what that meant. I don't know anything about that steel. Someone educate me in the comments. It's on ceramic ball bearings, and that's actually a really nice feature for this price point. I kind of wish they made a PM2 on ceramic ball bearings. And this thing's known as the Recoil Lock version 2. Very responsive. I kind of dig it. Doesn't add a lot of height to the handle. Somewhat fidgety, I would say. It has a pleasing sound. G10 handles. Overall length, 7.46 inches. Not bad at all. The weight is 2.68 ounces. The closed length is 4.21 inches. So let's go ahead and compare this to a Knife you guys might know. Here's my PM2. Okay, let's do this. And as you can see, there's a similar blade length here, although the handle's much shorter, and the PM2 tends to kind of banana down a lot more. But just to give you a size comparison, this is a bit smaller, a bit lighter, a bit more comfy in the hand, has a pleasing sound to it when you're actuating it. The Rockwell on this guy is between 59 and 61, which is interesting to me on this flat grind blade. It's got a black PVD coating. I like it. I like a lot of the stuff CJRB has sent to me. They sent me that Nanner. I'm interested in the Pyrite. Send me that. You guys might have a fixed blade or two I'm interested in. I can't remember, but keep them coming. I like dealing with this company. They're very easygoing. They don't bother me after they send me knives. I really appreciate that. Let's roll in the subscribe starians. You guys keep the channel alive, and I only make custom sheaths for subscribe star members. You can sign up for as little as $1, and again, I make basic sheaths, but if you want one, you're gonna have to be a member for me to make them. That's how busy I am, which is a good problem to have, but $1 a month wouldn't kill you. I'd appreciate it, so give it some thought. Otherwise, I don't have to make your sheath. But I really like this knife. It's somewhere bigger than a gentleman's knife, but it's not a lot of presence in the pocket. This recoil lock is very interesting, and I like it a lot. It's very intuitive. The knife appears to be perfectly centered, which I really appreciate. Fits really nicely in the hand. I mean, it's just an innocuous, kind of out of the way piece, but very satisfying using this on those ball bearings. You can use the axis lock thing. I notice that when I have to pinch the axis lock shut on almost all knives, I have to kind of anchor my fingers on the pocket clip, and I just never really liked doing that. So this recoil lock gives me another way to go ahead and shut the knife, which I really like. For 50 bucks, guys, I don't think you can beat it. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I absolutely do, actually. Not because they sent me a knife, but because I actually like it. So this is a cool little piece, and I would recommend it. It's an interesting blade shape too. We have some jimping on the back of the spine, and as you can tell, it's very, very thin in its stock, which I appreciate. We have a bit of a swedge right there, which just gives the knife an overall sharp appearance. I love the lack of billboarding. You have the steel choice right here, and you have CJRB right here. That's it. Nothing on the clip. Great job on that. Lack of billboarding is always cool. I don't like logos on stuff, so I think this is a really interesting piece. I have to research the AR RPM9 steel a little bit more, but I love the blue-gray scales. I love the lack of billboarding. The pop of orange on the thumb studs I would have liked to see carry over into the standoffs. No big deal on that though. The clip is serviceable and out of the way and deep carry, and the texture is really good on this G10. Fits very nicely in the hand. Very good for, articulation. You could be very precise with this. It's so lightweight that it would be a pleasure for food prep and things like that. Your everyday tasks. I think this is a fine knife for EDC. Would recommend. I gotta look into the steel more, but again, would recommend based on what I know of this knife and having handled it. I carried this for a few weeks, so I freaking like it. What do you guys think of the CJRB Bolt? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys own anything by CJRB and or Artisan Cutlery? What's your favorite there? And maybe I'll hit them up and review that on the channel. Other than that, that's it for me, and I will see you guys next time right here on 5 Minute Knives.